But your president and his party taking cues from tyrants. They have a problem with all this political speech. Unless it's funded involuntarily by dues-paying union members, and unless it is fawning political praise, they not only want to regulate it, they want to destroy it. And those who dare to question this government, to question this administration, to challenge statism, they want to punish them. They want to take contracts away from them. Federal contracts with your money. That is the only way you can explain, the only way you can understand what Obama and Chris Van Hollen, who is the hack that runs the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, and the efforts that are now underway to unconstitutionally punish anybody who wants a federal government contract, I don't care if it's for supplying toilet paper or building a building, telling them that they first must disclose their political contributions. More than that, if they're a corporation, even a small incorporated business, they must reveal who their directors and their executives have contributed to. Do you understand what I'm saying? This government is so damn corrupt, GE paying zero in taxes, with a 77% profit increase. He can talk about the oil companies all he wants. Look what he does. Look what he did with 2 car companies. Look what he does with the credit card companies and the student loan companies. The hell's going on in this country? And now free speech. If you want to be a government contractor, or if you are one, this president and his cabinet members and his czars want to know what your political preferences are. They want to know who you're contributed to. They want to know who some of your senior people have contributed to. Because they call it transparency. Transparency, my ass. You and I know exactly what it is. It's crooked through and through. Absolutely crooked. All the political hacks atop these agencies and squirreled in at the mid and lower levels in the bowels of the bureaucracies. I can imagine they're over the Environmental Protection Agency. They have a choice between 2 contractors. One who contributes to a conservative Republican and one who's contributed to Obama. Gee, which do you think they'll pick? And of course they'll create the facade of an objective, independent selection system. Well, look, we did the whole formula here and Obama just keeps winning. What do you want from us? This government's so damn out of control, it's not even funny. It's disgusting. This from Politico. Maryland Democratic Representative Chris Van Hollen of Montgomery County is suing the Federal Election Commission in an effort to force disclosure of anonymous donations to the types of independent groups that during the midterm election spent millions of dollars in advertising that largely favored Republicans. This is what passes for news in the Politico. This is what passes for journalism. Kenneth Vogel is what passes for a reporter. He's a hack. That's not properly laid out. We have a government that is demanding to know the political preferences of contractors or would-be contractors. Now, why do you think a would-be contractor wants to keep that information quiet? Let me think. Because maybe political hacks in the government, maybe political hacks in the White House will discriminate against them, will punish them? Maybe because they don't want Trumpka, that big fat slob, they don't want Trumpka sending out his thugs and his hoods, protesting on their front lawns, for their little children to watch and listen to all the vulgarity and all the hand signs? Could it be that? Reporters like Ken Vogel, they think you're the enemy. They think you're the problem. This whole political operation does. They don't see the big government as a problem. They see it as your friend, the friend of journalism, the friend of free speech. The question, Mr. Vogel, is, why is it any of the government's damn business who anybody contributes to, as long as the money isn't illegally gotten? And why are they excluding unions from this, too? Why are there second-class citizens? Why is it that welfare recipients are to be praised? Why is it that people on food stamps, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be, I'm saying, why is it that people on food stamps are praised? Why is it that people who are receiving something from the government are praised, and those who aren't, who pay their own way, who hire people, who make products people want, who conduct services that people want, we need to know everything about them. Who do they contribute to? What are they doing? Why aren't they paying their fair share? Is this America? What is this place? What's going on with this country? We have a government that's swallowing up the society. We have a government that's swallowing up the private sector, a government that's swallowing up the economy, and this idiot, Kevin Vogel, wants to know, why won't they tell more? Look at them. They want to actually run issue commercials, but not tell us who's supporting them. Sounds like Red China to me. Van Hollen's lawsuit, filed today in federal court, challenges FEC regulations that allow nonprofit groups, listen to how this is written, to shield their donors while airing ads known as electioneering communications which don't expressly urge voters for or against a candidate. Yes, the Supreme Court upheld that, and our president got very angry. What is that? You're allowing these people to run issue ads without identifying their donors? Yeah, like unions. Wow, that's different. But even that aside, we have a president who's essentially trying to defy the law and intimidate people. Does that not bother the Politico or Kenneth Vogel? No, not in the least. Sean Parnell of the Center for Competitive Politics, which filed a brief supporting Citizens United lawsuit a few years ago against the FCC, said Van Hollen's efforts are motivated by politics. Now, this is in Vogel's piece at the end. Just one more attempt by the Democrats to try and implement the Disclose Act to benefit the Democrats in 2012, Parnell said. Congress has rejected the type of disclosure regime that they are apparently in their lawsuit asking the FEC to implement. So I'm not sure where they get the idea that Congress has authorized and required this type of disclosure regime that they're advocating. Folks, if they can't get it through the ballot box, they go to the courts. If they can't get it through the courts, they do it by fiat. You see, if you're a statist, you're never allowed to lose. You're never allowed to lose. You can only win. For the good of the people, of course. We just want to have clean government. We just want to know who all these people are. What do you want to know that for? Well, we just think we need to know. In the Politico, Vogel, Obama is considering a number of measures to compel disclosure of the kind of anonymous campaign contributions that help finance millions of dollars of attack ads against Democrats. Oh, my God, what would Benjamin Franklin say? Attack ads? We can't have attack ads. Well, folks, you know where they have clean campaigns, where they don't have attack ads, they don't have TV ads, where they know what everybody's doing and everybody's thinking? Red China, Cuba, Middle East, all the fun places. They have clean campaigns. You know why? Because they don't have campaigns. They don't have independent advocacy ads. You know why? Because they don't believe in free speech. But they do have a government that wants to know, oh, who do you support? What's your problem? Who backs you? Who are you connected to? In fact, they have secret police that dig all this stuff out. That's the tradition that's being suggested here. Watered down, but they'll get to it. First Amendment, political speech, supposed to be absolutely first and foremost protected, under assault, with the support of the media. Pathetic.